Well, Stephen as a man was a very modest man. I mean, we all know, and I'm in no doubt that the success we had was down to Stephen. But again, he appreciated what we all done. He didn't like taking the credit, and not belittling the rest of us as well. Me and Declan and Paul and the Declan McCarron, the physio, Gavin Doherty, Phil Johnson. We all carried on in a professional manner, and in some small way we all had a role to play. But again, it was Stephen that, I suppose, good management maybe put the right people in a way, and the big thing about us was that we worked as a very close-knit group. Again, I've mentioned before, it was a job working for Derry, but at the same time it was a wee bit more than that. I've made the word family in that before. We get on very well. You don't always have to get on, we're colleagues, but if you can get on well on a social basis and a personal basis, it helps things work along. But again, I'm under no illusion that the reason we were successful was because of Stephen Kenny, but again, we all played our own small role, and I'm very grateful for Stephen too, that he was aware. We all worked hard. He made us work hard. He had that knack of getting you working hard when you didn't know you were working hard and getting you to the hours, but it was all worthwhile, and it's nice when you're appreciated. It's easy to work for someone that you're appreciated, and that was one of his skills as a manager as well, and it obviously had the same effect on the players.
That's great. If I ask you your one abiding memory now of the whole UEFA Cup 2006 experience, could you tell me what it is?
One memory, there's a lot of memories of the European adventure. Probably the one memory is probably the Gretna game. Actually, it was when we scored, I think we scored our fourth goal. It was Ken O'Mann who was on the bench. Now, a man who's not from the city, a dub, just moved up. But he jumped up, and I can't really repeat what he said, but he was just delighted to be part of it, and he was excited. And a wee thing like that, when you see someone coming from outside, and he appreciated the fans and how much it meant to someone like that. It was probably seeing the fans, being from your hometown. I mean, I had family in the stands, there was people crying, and it's sort of not just launched Derry City, but people talked about Gothenburg, but because of maybe Gothenburg were maybe in a different part of Europe, when we beat Gretna, it seemed to launch not just Derry City, but Irish football onto the scene, and I suppose that's probably the memory I'll always have.
What did you think about the whole DKTV thing, Darren's video camera?
Well, DKTV almost became part of the European trips, part of the adventures. It was a bit of crack. Darren was a lively, outgoing fella. You know, that's what he's like, but it almost became dangerous to me. You had to watch what you said every you were, because every you turned around, Darren was there with the camera. But it was a bit of crack for the boys. I mean, he went from everything from filming the meeting, to playing jokes on them, particularly when they Gothenburg. I mean, I'm filming a lot of the local sites, particularly the women and that. But it was a big part of the trip. Again, I know that, and everybody took it as it showed sort of the way it was. I mean, from the club right through to the start, the chairman was involved, Jim Roddy was getting interviewed, all took it as a bit of a joke. But that was just Darren. And it's a wee thing that'll probably, DKTV, it's become sort of known now around the time. Maybe he's got a job working in media in the future, I don't know, but it was a good thing that worked alongside us.